How's it going, everybody, and welcome back to 7 Days to Die. This is once again the Alpha 16.2 update. Now, I went ahead and built a new house. I couldn't be happier with this spot. Look how level this land is. It's actually in between, well, I don't think I've unlocked everything, but it's in between two cities. There's actually a third one not too far away. But, it's really level ground. I don't think I've ever found ground this level in the game. Usually, when I do find it, there's like a hill or something in between it. But I carved out this big old 42 by 42 squared section. I went ahead and, obviously I'm using cheating. There's no way I could have done this in 7 days without cheating. Obviously, I'm doing the 7 day because I want to go ahead and have a fight as well on camera. I was trying out some of the new gadgets and equipment. Let's go turn on my little light here. Trying out some of the traps. Obviously, this is to prevent spiders from crawling up and getting into my camp. But let me turn this on real quick. I found out what was going wrong in the last episode with the wiring. You can only go one direction with the wires, and by that I mean you can't backtrack. I can go from this lamp to this lamp, but since I already have wires hooked up to this one, if I went from this lamp to this one, it would disable the wires you already put in because it's like, oh, you want the current to run the other way. So the current direction is important. So as long as you know where your power wire started, I guess I might as well start here. Do my little tour. This is my garage. Most of it's for looks more than actual functionality. But got a little scooter in here. I'm going to go ahead and turn on the... this is my Night 7 generator. This is the one I'll turn on in order not to... You can tell by all the purple that this is... now you can see all the lights I put in plus the traps takes up a lot of power. This is your power gauge right here. And this tells you how much you have left before you're maxed out. Now obviously my max out is 588 and I'm only at 287, so I'm not quite to max yet. But I'm getting pretty close. Oops, wrong button. Alright. Hearing those fans spin up. I went ahead and installed this tree too. This is my iron tree. That's a snow tree, but I like the name Iron Tree. It sounds like a good name. But these things, if you watch the other video, are brutal against zombies. I went ahead and installed lots of lighting so I can walk around the perimeter on the 7th night, as you'll see later, and shoot downwards into the pit of death. My original intention was only to do 2 rows of spikes and do a row of fan blades all the way around, but then I realized how much power that would suck down. I probably need 3 generators, all purple, in order just to run that. I do have photos. I actually meant to throw these up while I was doing this part, but I kind of forgot to. Of the different stages of building this place, but this is the house in its entirety. Kind of a more of a snow cabin look, I guess. I went for a 2-story. Now it looks like wood and cobble or flagstone. It's all concrete. I built it all out of concrete and repainted it. I think there is flagstone in this garage because I was building a flagstone initially. And in actuality, this platform with the grass on top of it actually is part of my underground. You'll see that in a few minutes. But yeah, I started the wiring. I came down here, went into that line, and went all the way around until I came back over here and then brought this up here. So actually, this wire is a starting point from here. And of course, this little power pole is the one transferring the power over. And of course, I have lighting all around the house right here, but I haven't actually put around the entire house. Mainly because I didn't want to risk running out of power. I didn't know how much I had originally, so I'll probably add a few more power lines in. Go ahead and turn this off so I don't waste too much fuel before the nightfall comes. Get out of... I hear you, Thunderstorm. I know. Your timer's saying it's getting close. Okay. Once again, bike. Got a little maintenance stand. This isn't where I'm actually going to do my most maintenance. Let's go into the kitchen real quick. Once again, a little tour. Let's turn off the flashlight. Too much residual lighting. But yeah, this is my kitchen. Nice little place. I got my little cooking stand over there. I'm going to put all the food and stuff in the fridge and freezers. But, actually, I just realized I didn't put any lighting in this room over here. Silly me. But what place would be without a nice pool to relax in? I mainly put this in here just in case to overheat, and I just need to cool down real quick, because there's no close by rivers to throw myself into if I get overheated. So I was like, well, I'm going to have to do one myself. So I got ourselves a nice little living room over here. Just kind of showing off what I built. Amount of hours-wise, I guess this is quite a few, but definitely more than 7 days as game goes. Once again, I just keep pulling back the timer. Got my little, this is once again underground. About right here is the front door, so the rest of this is underground. So those saw blades and the ramp to get out of here is actually right up over here. Like, probably where that lamp is where the edge of the road is before it gets to the actual ramp. So I got myself a little prison set up. I went ahead and installed a shotgun just in case I have any irreputable characters I need to lock away. My little changing room. I actually plan on putting any extra outfits I have in there. But I was utilizing the jail cells. Yeah, I tried to find something to do with these extra parts that we didn't have before. And these new jail cell doors are freaking awesome. It's a 2x2 door. We've had the giant 3x3 garage door, which you just saw earlier. That's been in the game before, but didn't have a 2x2. We had a 1x1, you know, well, 1x2 I guess you could really say, because it's too tall by 1 wide. That's your standard doors. And you had the 3 door, but you never had a 2 door. Now we do, so. And of course, the door is lockable. Come on, where's it? There we go. No, wrong thing. Hit the real button, dang it. Am I not close enough? There we go. Okay, yeah, I was in between the bars. That's why it wasn't working. So yeah, you can lock this thing up just like any other door. I'm certain it's got a lot of health to it. The bathroom, I'm showing this off because I utilize the new planks. You know, instead of giant wooden blocks, I utilize the planks to make the doors, or the rooms, a lot bigger. So, and once again, using the new painting tool, it works so nicely for transitioning for the different parts of the room to make it look a whole lot nicer. I liked it. Something I didn't know was actually in here are these signs. These ones you can write down what you want to have in them. And of course you can repaint any box to whatever you want to have. So it was actually really nice to be able to put down what you have in the area. Because in the past I've been sitting there going, okay, I have all these gun boxes and ammo boxes, but which one's my, you know, this box or that box? You know, this one really isn't it, but, you know, I got my junk storage over here. But now I can say, hey, this is all building supplies. I have wood in this one, I have stone in that one, that kind of thing. So you can actually put those labels on the actual boxes, kind of like I did with the wood here, and say, hey, this is all that's in here is wood. You know, that way you don't sit there and go, ah, crap, which one I leave all my iron in? Okay, well, this is your iron box. And just in case I get too much equipment, I got a second room for storage over here. Nothing really special. Utilizing some of the new components. I'm going to turn that light back off. I guess I still need it. It's still kind of dark in here. I went ahead and built a, I guess you can call it a utility room. A lot of junction boxes, and I got 2 separate generators running the lights. One for the second floor, one for the first floor and basement. But, yeah, I mean, you got these new air ducts that you can make like a air conditioning systems with. You know, we already had some of these pipes and other components, but it's nice to have extra bits and bobs to add in for visual. And the glass. Oh, I'm loving the new glass. This is freaking amazing. It's no longer a middle of the, right up and down the middle glass. It's actual, it looks like it's supposed to be, you know, it's like, oh, hey, you know, I almost feel like I put a potted plant right here if I wanted to, like an in the window seal. So I went ahead and utilized that, and you can see I put the camo paint on that other thing. Once again, the old 2x2 door, or 3x3 doors. 3x2, ugh. My words not speak good anymore. Oh, almost forgot. Yeah, you can also put signs down. I just put these down because I was having fun playing with them. And I found out my room was just wide enough to put these up. So, yeah, if you want to make your own store, your own Shotgun Messiah, Crack-a-Book, or whatever, go ahead and do it. You can put your signs out front, too. Lit or unlit. I went with the unlit ones because I figured they'd be kind of weird. I didn't want to run power to them either. So let's get on up to the second floor. Now, I went a little crazy with the archways. As you can see, it was pretty fun building these. This one, of course, leads out into the pool, just in case somebody wants to jump out there. Utilizing the glass angle plates for windows. That was nice and fun. Oh, and then the ballistics glass. I found that. I was like, ooh, this is fun. So, you know, zombies can't break through that. So you can still have nice view without having to worry about compromising your building strength. Almost forgot to mention that earlier. Was there anything new in these? No, I don't think so. But yeah, I mean, the wiring kind of looks a little bad. I'd like it better if you could actually connect it to a block and then have that block be what's powered. So, you know, be running through the roof instead of having all these wires everywhere. Probably my only real complaint is that, you know, when it comes to the wiring. Because, you know, it's cool. Don't mind the electrical wire running through the water. I'm not trying to kill anybody. Come on in and join in. Let's go for a swim in the pool. Well, bathtub, but yeah. I got 452 arrows. And I got a good club. Oh, I guess I better go ahead and start talking about that. Obviously, I played around a lot to try and figure out what's going on. This is completely different. As you can see, some of the things have been completely removed. Like, you know, if the weaponsmithing and the gunsmithing pretty much covers the equipment portion of it in the sense of, I mean, you still got, like, archery and damage dealing, but it's no longer, let me craft 5,000 arrows in order to upgrade my weapon crafting skill. All you do is go 1 through 10 and just add in the points you need to upgrade it. But there's levels settings now, so there's no more of that. Now, I did upgrade the bow to 400 by still utilizing the workbench, but it limits how high it can go. So I got a crafting quality 350, so I can't go over 400, I guess. Or maybe it's not crafting quality, but you know what I mean. Basically, this is the next tier is 401. So I can't go any higher until I hit level 60 with crafting like bows and stuff. Same with guns, gunsmithing skill limits. So you can no longer just, you know, go, oh, I want to purple this, I want to purple that. You can't go any further than the weapon allows you to, or the upgrade skill. In other words, I can't go, well, I'm not a very good bow builder, so I'll take 70 bows and merge them together and have one really, really good bow. Nah, can't do that. It's illogical. I do find whenever I'm recording, things seem to slow down when it comes to movement. I guess trying to keep 2 different screens with the same imagery on it is just a little too much. We're about to have zombies. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and turn this light off because it's going to mess with my eyesight when it comes to the dark screen. So, go and get this turned on because the zombies are coming. I got my health packs, my club. Now, I built the club and I built the bow. There's some different quantities for certain things, but generally speaking, everything's about the same when it comes to building. I really hope somebody comes this way and gets chopped to pieces. Let me turn my light out. It's not too bad. It does seem like the lighting isn't quite as great as it once was. In the sense of how well the lamps work. Well, he didn't make it too far. Oh, I just missed the chance to watch that guy get cut to pieces. Oh, sweet lovin'. Hey, y'all want to come over here to the door? Oh. I feel like you could take... I'm going to do some later builds where I take like a house and try to outfit it as best I can for survival. And I'm thinking about just covering the walls in saws like this and just have just circular saws all the way around the building. You know, kind of like how these vertical ones are. And just basically have just a meat saw. Where it's like only one door you can go through. May put an auto turret in front of that or something. Oh, hey, you guys are still alive. I thought you were dead. Now, there is a lot more weapon drop with the bows. Since they have the new compound bow, it seems like they... You playing with the saw over there? Ooh, about fell down. But, I guess they really had to make this bow a little suckier in order to make it more of a... If you really want to have a good long-range bow, you're going to have to go for the other one. But, they also got rid of the Stage 3 body parts. In other words, in the past, you had Stage 1, which is the corpse, Stage 2, which is the chunky meat, where it's mostly intact, but, you know, not entirely. And then it went down to Stage 3, which is like just a, you know, that's Stage 2 right there. That corpse is Stage 2. Stage 3, which is just, you know, a little bit of meat, a little bit of chunks here and there, it no longer exists. It goes Stage 2, and then it disappears. So yeah, everything goes Stage 2 and vanishes, so there's no more third stage of, looks. Alright. So let's go ahead and walk around the perimeter a little bit. A lot of the big lady zombies are showing up. I didn't want to get too close to the city with my build because I didn't want to risk cop zombies too early. But, you know, cop zombies aren't the only ones you got to worry about anymore. With the new big guys and big girls. And the bikers. Oh, man, if you remember that other episode, the bears. Oh, man, I'm actually a little worried if my camp ever gets attacked by a bear. If I'm not on, like, multiplayer server or something. Then, you know, there's always the chance that, you get eliminated because it's like, oh, crap, the bear's tearing down the front door. What am I going to do? Yeah, all quiet on these fronts. Everybody's coming in the front door. Can't blame them. I mean, it's cool. Got all those fancy saw blades and everything. Yeah, I'll probably deck this out with a couple auto turrets sitting on some of these corners or something, just to play with them. But for right now, I'm good with just the saws and the other stuff. I spent most of my time, obviously... Look at that poor guy. He lost both his arms and both his legs. He's gonna thrash there on the ground, little guy? Are you even still alive? Yeah, you are. Do you even call that living anymore? I mean, you are a zombie, so I mean... I just have so much going on, I think it's kind of lagging a little bit. I mean, I'm running 3 different generators, powered all these things, plus the saws are moving. That's what I said, I can't wait to try out just how much you can defend one stock building. Now, obviously, I don't want to go with a big one. I think I might go with either a one of those 2-story ranger stations or one of the farmhouses. I'll try and upgrade it to crazy levels. I was actually a little worried originally I wouldn't have a chance to get anybody to run over to the saws, but I'm glad I was mistaken. Unfortunately, these guys are underneath it, so that's a problem. So you gotta be standing for it to work. Well, thank y'all for volunteering to throw yourself into that. That was very nice of you. I was kind of worried that, you know, I wouldn't get very good shots of these guys getting killed by the saw. Looks like the lighting changed a little bit. I'm gonna look up at the sky. I guess it's gotten a little more red, a little more clear with the light change. I do like the way that tree looks. But yeah, I mean, this is a fun update. I really enjoy it, and I appreciate you guys for making that update. I'm liking the new houses. I've toured around a little bit off camera. Kind of enjoying the stuff, but I do notice there's a lot less loot. Which isn't a bad thing. I mean, not every zombie needs to be carrying, 500 rounds of ammunition and, a bottle of water. But when you're short on food and water and other supplies, you're like, man, I really could use that extra item right now. And then you go through 3 or 4 corpses and they don't have anything. Maybe you want to have a bottle of motor oil. That can get a little nerve-wracking, but then again, that adds to the experience, so I can't really complain. Are you standing between the spikes? That is not allowed, ma'am. Yeah, you lay down and you think about what you did. Took her legs right off. It's raining body parts. Hallelujah. Aw, I was just about to shoot him and I just realized he died. Oh, the new business zombie. That guy right there. Yeah, there's business suit zombies now. Little salarymen zombies. I wonder if the zombie dogs can, like, lose legs. Huh. Hey, Bo, come back this way. We'll see if we can't get you cut up a little more. Oh, you already lost your legs. Oh, well. Yeah. Come here, pupper. Well, you seem to be stuck anyway. Oh, yeah. Every time I think I'm going to get a shot off, and then all of a sudden they die just seconds before I pull the trigger. Well, less than a second, but you know what I mean. This isn't quite like my old complex at the giant tower one that I did in that episode before the update. I'll probably leave a link to it in this episode, but that was the episode where my audio, let me look and make sure, okay, audio is going. Where the audio died during the stream, and I didn't know about it. So I ended up trashing the episode, because I was like, well, there's no use in keeping this one, and no one can hear Jack. Well, not Jack, me. No septic guy around here. Hey, how you doing? That's unfortunate. I'm sorry you feel that way, lady. Yeah. But I am really enjoying this. I think there was some extra seeds. Let me look real quick. Let's see. Coffee seed. I think that was in the game before. Maybe you had to plant the actual coffee plant last time. I feel like that was a new one or something. Aloe vera. Yeah, that was there before. Ah, a new Yoka style image. I think before it looked different. But yeah, not too much going on. Blue spruce. That's this tree right here. That's the blue spruce I planted. Because I want to try it out. And like I said, I love the way that tree looks. Kind of almost a haunting looking tree. The ghost tree calls to you. Now, like I said before, I'm going to do some... This is just a fun build. This isn't really a me trying to survive like I did in the other episodes. This is just me having fun with the updates. I might try a more legit play, but let me know in the comments of whether or not you want to see a try and survive without cheats, or if you'd rather to see me build crazy shit and new houses, reinforced buildings, see how well things hold up during these raids. Like I said, this place, this wall, all these walls are 44 blocks across. So it's actually only 42 because of the fact that 2 of the blocks have been taken up by these wall tiles. So an actual floor space is 42 by 42. And then, of course, I think I went 1, 2, 3, yeah, 5 in and then put in the building because this is a plank is 5. So I'm going to do something silly and put it down for a second. But yeah, it's 5 across to get over to the other wall. Okay, you can go back up now. I actually wonder if these things should have power. That might be something the developers should think about, is have a bigger, heavier door, one made out of more steel or something, but have to have a mandatory power source to use it. So, maybe have some kind of like keypad lock you can put on the other side of the shore. You type in the keypad, and maybe it's a 7-length bridge instead of a 5-length. Just an idea. And, you can sit there and type in on the keypad, and it lowers the door down if there's electrical power. If there's no electrical power, uh-oh, you better start building, But, yeah, to me, this night's already won. I've already seen that the zombies can't get up here, and I haven't had any spiders, but I can already tell you that this is the only spot that they can come up on the wall. And they're not coming up past those 2 saws. And though I do have to worry a little bit about some zombies spawning either on the roof or behind this place. Especially if one of those screaming zombies shows up. Well, Pup did get cut up by the saw, but it does not look like he got dismembered. So, that's interesting to know. Would you quit whining over there and just give up? But yeah, I mean, it took a while to dig this out. I used a lot of dynamite. You can tell by all the dirt mounds that are laying around everywhere that I had to blow up a lot of soil. But, it was fun, and I mean, yeah, like I said, this is all concrete. Only made it look like flagstone and wood, just to, for the visual effect. Let's go flying a little bit. Yeah, this different areas you can build. You can make it look like brick in order to make chimneys and stuff like that. Oh, looks like I forgot a tile. Yeah, one of the wood ones, I guess, that didn't get covered. Oopsie. I hear heavy footsteps. Where are you? Ah, it's one of the not cop zombie. I love the way they sound. The heavy footsteps. Hawaiian shirt fat guys. It's like the cop zombies off duty. Now, I do not think they have the throw up. I think the cop zombies are the only ones. But they are a tank, that's for sure. I don't know if I should let this dinosaur go or not. He's starting to annoy me with that yelling. But yeah, I mean, if I had to do this a little different, I'd probably put some turrets around the outside border. Particularly on this front side. By the way, the reason I did this over here is the intention is to put a garden in this area. But yeah, I mean, I have the area to put a second garden over there if I want to knock down my tree. But honestly, I think this would actually be quite large enough in front of the garage to actually build a nice size... if I say the lights on, but yeah, they're on. I was like, did I run out of power? Nope, looks like it's fine. But, yeah, I mean, it came out nicely. Another thing that's a little bit of a complaint is the fact that there is no archway glass. So you have to put square panels on the outsides like that in order to actually cover it up with glass. It would be nice to have like an arch glass for just such a fill as that. But other than that, they look awesome. I love the archways. And once again, the bulletproof glass is pretty darn nice. It's about like the steel in the sense of its durability. Maybe not steel, maybe that heavy, maybe not reinforced concrete, but just standard concrete or something. But it definitely... He is still at it. Just die, fatty. It sounded like the puke, but I didn't see any. There he goes. But, yeah, I mean, all in all, this is a great update, and I appreciate it. The visual of some of the new monsters, like the updated soldiers, the new boars, the bears, they look so much better, and I really love it. It's like, oh, it doesn't feel like, the soldiers felt before, like, some kind of like, uh, you know, parade color guard with their gloves and their white helmets, and it's like you expect them to just be sitting there marching along. Now they look like decaying soldiers, and they feel more violent, I guess, in the sense of their zombie nature. Kind of getting mesmerized by that saw blade. But it looks like this night's gonna be a lot more of the same. I was thinking about just holding out until daybreak, but looking at the episode links already at 30 minutes, and rather than cut the episode down, there's not really anything going on. All the zombies have pretty much decided to jump in the hole. So with that, I think I'm going to go ahead and leave it. And I appreciate all y'all for coming out and joining me on this episode. Leave a comment below of your opinion, how you feel about this update, if you like it, if you want to see more, maybe what you want to see. I can't really, I'm not a developer or anything, but, I'd like to see what y'all's opinions are on what you think about this update and other updates. And, if you want to, leave a comment below and we'll compare notes, I guess. But I'll check y'all in the next videos. Hit that like and subscribe if you haven't done so already, and take care and be safe out there, everybody.